Welcome back, everybody. Welcome in. TB Sports 27 coming your way live here on this lovely Thursday, and we're back with WWE2K22, and we're getting ready for an episode of Main Event. I'm not going to open your microtransaction game, 2K. Get out of here. So, Universe Mode, we're back in it. Hopefully you guys be able to... Boy, I just saw poor 616. He's got a wisdom tooth surgery coming, which is rough. So I hope he's going to be feeling better soon. But we are live here, nonetheless, and we're glad to have you guys back with us. We'll give a few moments before we jump into the action for some of you guys to join along with us as well. And we want to let you know, over on Patreon, we just posted. You guys, I know you guys have been getting ready. You guys have been getting excited about our NBA 2K Playgrounds coming up, our first full basketball season here on the channel. And I know you guys are excited because it's gotten a good amount of views. My draft episode of the NBA Playground series has gotten a great number of views, so I know you guys are getting excited for it. So if you guys want to see the complete schedule, the only way you'll be able to know that is over on Patreon. We're going to, of course, do the games week to week, but if you want to know what games are coming up, who's going to be playing who each week, and to follow along, you can do so over at patreon.com/tbsports27, or you can check the link down in the description down below. I'm hoping this weekend, if we have time, we'll be able to get week 1 underway of NBA Playground, so I know you guys are getting excited for that. We got a couple of guys pouring in right now. Glad to have you guys aboard as we're going to continue on here. We finished our Retribution 2.0, and we are on the road to SummerSlam, as this will be the final WWE main event of the opening week of August. So let's jump into it. You know we're going to do a little match modification, but we do know for sure that we are going to see Charlotte Flair in the main event. So look at some of these interesting. I think we see a little NXT clash. We'll jump into the show, and of course we'll do our modifications as we go. And depending on how long this stream goes, we'll let you know if we have a doubleheader in us tonight or not. It's going to be dependent on how long this stream is. Main event tends to be one of our shorter streams, as you well know. And we're going to have to wait and see if we're going to see any more of Retribution. Of course, it was 1 week ago on Main Event. It was historic on Main Event that the big announcement was made that Mr. McMahon will be stepping away from WWE. So now we are a week into the Mr. McMahon-less era of WWE, as the board of directors, Adam Pearce, and a couple of folks behind the scenes continue to run things. We haven't found our new owner yet, as there continues to be a bit of chaos behind the scenes, trying to get that sorted out. And it doesn't help that Retribution made their return and has been causing havoc the last number of weeks, and we saw Retribution 2.0 make their return and do their thing on SmackDown. We'll see if they show up here on Main Event. But I like this match. We're going to have Imperium and Legado del Fantasma. Legado del Fantasma has been looking for opportunities. We're going to customize because we're going to make it a tornado match, because that's what we do here. We don't do regular tag matches because we think they're broken in this game. And even after various patches, they're still not quite good. So there you go. Change it up to a tornado match. And I think that's a good opening contest to go with. As you guys know, this is your first universe mode that we do NXT matches as well. Main Event is the place where you get to have NXT talent get their possible chance to jump up. We've often talked about, we asked you guys if you guys would rather see NXT more often and get rid of Main Event. And I only got time to be able to do the 3 shows. So we either keep Main Event and just sprinkle in the NXT talent, or we get rid of Main Event and we do NXT along full time. You guys let me know in the comments. I see a lot of you guys piling in. Glad to have you aboard here for this stream. But a couple of big wins as of late for Legado del Fantasma. And I want to say their leader, Santos Escobar, is still the NXT North American champion within our universe mode here. Two gentlemen dressed very differently here, as you're seeing the tag team of Legado del Fantasma. Joaquin Wilde And Raul Mendoza. I think Mendoza's got a new name these days, but he's still Mendoza in the game, so that's what we go with, as well as Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel. They're known by different names in WWE these days, but in our world, they got their previous names. So no Ludwig Kaiser and no Giovanni Vinci. Are you guys in the chat? Are you guys big Giovanni Vinci fans? You gotta love the smile, right? The smile and the point. And, well, speaking of champions, you're getting graced by the presence of the NXT Tag Team Champions, as NXT Bash at the Beach will be coming your way on the channel here very shortly. We do all the NXT mega events. Well, we don't do weekly NXT, but this is the NXT Tag Team Champions. Fabian Eichner, Marcel Bartel, they've been involved in this rivalry with Legado del Fantasma for quite some time. We've also seen Breezango in the mix. This is a non-title match, of course, but I would imagine if Legado del Fantasma gets the win, maybe we would see the championship match at Bash at the Beach or right here on Main Event. This is not the first time we've had the NXT Tag Team Champions on Main Event. In fact, we had a triple threat ladder match before with the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line on Main Event. So good stuff can happen here on our version of Main Event. Glad to have you guys aboard. As we mentioned, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, tell your friends, share the streams with us. And if you missed out, that's okay. The streams will go in the archives for all the time, unless YouTube decides to take all our content down. But don't fret, because, well, I don't know if these streams ever get taken down. I don't have enough space to save all these on my hard drive like I do with everything else. But we are currently uploading our previous YouTube channel to Patreon, and we have finished our Arena Football. We got our season and a half of Arena Football that we had uploaded, and we have uploaded the first, I want to say, 4 or 5 episodes of Blitz the League up on Patreon. So right now we got over, I'd say, almost 200 bonus episodes of Patreon content, including all the stat books. We're going to start doing some Patreon exclusive streams coming up pretty soon here. I know you guys want to see my GM mode. Planning on doing that over on Patreon as a Patreon exclusive. So check us out over there. As we said, TV Sports 27, patreon.com/TV Sports 27. You can check out all the bonus content and help support the channel. And of course, we are on Twitter as well. Twitter, Facebook. A lot of people like to follow us on the PS4 here, even though I don't really have online or do anything, but folks still like to follow. Glad to have you aboard nonetheless. Follow along with us wherever you follow us, whether you do it on the PS4, whether you do it on Discord. We have our Discord channel as well. I need to update the links one of these days. Most of the links are on our Twitch page, which we don't do Twitch that much anymore. I've kind of mentioned, I've contemplated if we would go back to Twitch every so often, try to expand the fan base. You know, maybe stream half on Twitch, half on YouTube. Who knows? Look at that shot right into the buckle. Bartel going down, and big, deep arm drag. A deep enough arm drag that make Ricky the Dragon blush. NXT battle here on WWE Main Event. Raul Mendoza, Joaquin Wilde against Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner. NXT Tag Team Champions, Imperium. Nice. Is that a side Russian leg sweep or a side Mexican leg sweep? I don't know. Submission locked in. I guess you don't have to necessarily be Russian to do the side Russian leg sweep, right? Ask Mira. Wait a minute. We almost had a 3 count. The camera crew, they about missed that one. Bartel up and over. How about that? Right on to Joaquin Wilde. Got all our fans joining us in the chat. Glad to have you guys aboard with us as always. opening contest here on Main Event. Charlotte Flair will be in your main event here. Miss Money in the Bank, as she continues to say that she is going to cash in at WrestleMania. Wait a minute, there you go. Legado del Fantasma gets the win. So you guys have to remind me in the chat. We're going to get a tag team championship match, I would imagine. Is it going to happen at Bash at the Beach, or do we see it next week here on Main Event? You guys remind me in the chat that we need to see that match. But a big win for Legado del Fantasma as they continue their winning ways, and it's looking like in real life that Legado del Fantasma may be making the move to the main roster. Well, maybe here in our universe mode, they might be doing the same. So we'll have to stay tuned for that as well. Quick rundown of what we got so far coming up at SummerSlam. We got the WWE Championship Hell in a Cell, Edge versus Mustafa Ali. Tag Team Championships, Happy Go Lucky versus the Usos. And the Women's Tag Team Championship match, Generation Now versus Thunder Rock. As well as other possible matches. We know the Conspiracy, the New Day, the Hurt Business, RK Bro have been going at it. The Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Johnny Gargano situation, Seth Rollins, Andrew Gulak trying to state their claim for the Intercontinental Championship. AJ Styles pinning Edge, though, a couple of weeks ago on Raw. So maybe AJ Styles. We know Brock Lesnar, Austin Theory for the U.S. Championship. Jinder Mahal and AJ Styles have been going at it. And the Becky Lynch, Asuka, Bianca Belair situation as well. So a lot going on as we're getting ready for SummerSlam. I think this is an interesting match, but I think instead of Brock... Well, I didn't mean to jump right into it. I was going to try to edit Brock Lesnar out, but you know what? Now that we're in it, let's just do it. This is Main Event. What the heck? It's an interesting fatal four-way. Moss, Brock Lesnar, Jinder Mahal, who, as we mentioned, Jinder Mahal has been running his mouth at AJ Styles the last number of quote-unquote ruining his career. And, of course, you got Mansoor, who is representing NXT in this match, looking to get a big win. Brock Lesnar, who may be competing for his very first United States Championship, as he had a match with Austin Theory a number of weeks ago on Raw, if you guys remember in the archives. It ended in a no contest. So this should be an interesting Fatal 4-Way. A Fatal 4-Way all about that all-important momentum as we get on the way to SummerSlam here. And here comes the Colossus, Omos.
The following contest is a Fatal 4-Way match.
Omos and Apollo Crews,
from Lagos, Nigeria,
partners in crime here in this universe mode.
399 pounds, Omar.
And Omos had the big win over Angelo Dawkins, the one that kind of sent Angelo Dawkins in that career tailspin where he turned on Montez Ford and ended up going with the Hurt Business. And I have to say, so far for Dawkins, it seems to have worked out, as he's picked up a number of big wins. But how about Brock Lesnar making an appearance here on Main Event? Competed for the Undisputed Championship at WrestleMania, got screwed out of it by members of Retribution. He's been dealing with that ever since. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns had their last man standing match at Extreme Rules, and we haven't seen Roman Reigns since then. We have not seen Roman Reigns since that night. And as I said, Brock Lesnar's kind of returned his attention to Mr. Austin Theory. But you know, definitely getting his hands on Mustafa Ali is still in the back of Brock Lesnar's head. That's not going to go away anytime soon, even if he's doing a little detour here with Theory. It's the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal.
And from Punjab, India, weighing in at 238 pounds, Jinder Mahal.
Couple of former WWE champions in this match, Jinder Mahal, Brock Lesnar, and kind of interesting that Brock is in this match, because that's the match that has sparked this recent Jinder Mahal going after AJ Styles. is that match with Brock Lesnar that he never got at Survivor Series. And that's kind of stuck in his craw, so to speak, for a long, long time, and why he's held that resentment toward the Phenomenal One. Here's Mansois. Is he maximum male model? I don't know. I don't know in this world.
Weighing in at 175 pounds,
But he is hoping that this will be his opportunity to catapult himself to the main roster. Big, heavy hitters in here. Mansois that can get a win over 2 former WWE champions and a Colossus. Could easily. And look at Mansois going right for Brock Lesnar, and Lesnar just shoving him away. But Mansois still coming at Lesnar, not a problem. But Lesnar with that big headbutt knocking Mansois down. What a clothesline. Is that the $1 million arm by Lesnar? Brock Lesnar been valiantly representing World Wrestling Entertainment in our battle with Retribution, as we said, the Undisputed Championship match at WrestleMania. Of course, WrestleMania Backlash as well, and then at Extreme Rules. The last man standing match now looking like U.S. Championship could be in his horizon, and it's a U.S. title that has had a hard time staying around the waist of one person. So a big opportunity, perhaps, for a new U.S. champion again. Look at Mansois getting thrown around. And Brock now going after the Colossus. Brock Lesnar. No fear. A spear. Is he going to take the Colossus? Now look at Brock. He's going to pick Omos up. Most men, most mere mortals would keep Omos grounded, not Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar right now just taking everybody out. This is classic Brock. Jinder Mahal, though, this is what he's been waiting for. The match with Brock Lesnar. He throws Brock up and over. And Mansois is going to come in and cut off Jinder Mahal as he's going after Brock. Omos coming out to Lesnar. What a clubbing blow by Omos. Uppercut there. Collar elbow tie at Brock. Knee to the midsection. And Brock Lesnar. And Omos going back and forth, back and forth. Omos, like a rock bottom type maneuver right there, dropping Brock on the outside of the ring. Cover inside the ring by Mahal. That would go a long way, because AJ now trying to get that Intercontinental Championship match with Edge. If Jinder Mahal can get a win, that would go a long way of putting AJ back on his radar. A lot of moving parts as we're approaching SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar, though, a little Suplex City coming up. Jinder Mahal. Brock's going to go right into the cover while Mansois and Omos outside the ring. And Mahal, he kicks out after Suplex City. Brock, though, could be getting ready to put the final touches as he locks in that, God, what the hell do you call it? I can't blank it on the name. The Kimura. The Kimura that he locked in. Would have liked him to go for the F5 instead. Fatal 4-Way continues here on Main Event. Big rock bottom by Omos. Powerbomb to the outside of the ring, Jinder Mahal. You want to be back in the main event picture, Jinder. Stomping, crushing down on that elbow. Oh, and Mansois, he went for it, but he took a mighty fall to the outside. He's going after Brock, though, even after going right into the ground there. He's still coming back now. Table's been cleared. Brock heading back in. Look at Mansois. No fear, as we've seen him a number of times go after Brock. Kimura locked it. How did we get Brock to do the F5? Is there like a thing here? Moves. Brock Lesnar. He always does the Kimura lock. Standing front pin combo, standing in front, submission, hold. So maybe I just have to press it? Is it because I'm holding? I guess it's a press instead of a hold. That's why he's doing the Kimura. Okay. Well, we'll try it here this time. Okay, well that time he just punched him. I didn't hold it that time. How do you do an F5? Well, Jinder Mahal is going to eat a spear instead. And that might do it. Let's see. Mahal is down. Brock Lesnar, no F5 needed here. Brock Lesnar gets the win. As expected. So, Brock Lesnar continues to have Austin Theory in his eyesight. His line of sight. Theory on the brain. And for that loss for Jinder Mahal. That, I don't know. AJ Styles, he's going to continue to say, I ain't worried about you right now, Jinder. You're not on my radar. The spear to Mahal and Brock Lesnar. As expected, a rare appearance for Brock Lesnar here on Main Event. But he picks up a win in the Fatal 4-Way matchup. And a potential matchup. It has not been signed yet. As you know, a lot of chaos going on right now backstage. But possibly coming down the line. Austin Theory, Brock Lesnar, U.S. Championship match. Date with Destiny at SummerSlam. All right, moving along here. And this is actually another interesting match. I kind of like this match too. The main event I've already decided is going to be Charlotte Flair and probably somebody from NXT, one of the top women's wrestlers of NXT. Because we got to get Charlotte Flair some appearance time here. Banks and Bayley. But this is an interesting match too. You got Jordan Devlin, who kind of made a name for himself on Main Event and got the jump to the main roster, in alignment with RK Bro, his buddy here, as you see Matt Riddle. But you also have a Drew McIntyre, who's been battling it out with, and I'm not sure we even mentioned it, he's been battling it out with Big Boss Man as of late. Because Big Boss Man was supposed to go to jail after he lost the jailhouse match at Extreme Rules to McIntyre. He didn't go. So, Drew McIntyre maybe looking to get a big win here. I understand the Big Boss Man may be in the building tonight, so maybe we'll see an appearance from him in this match somewhere. And we'll have to see if we see any of the members of Conspiracy or New Day or any of them, as they've been embroiled in their matchup as well. But for right now, here comes the original Bro. Matt Riddle, Randy Orton, RK Bro. Of course, Jordan Devlin has kind of gone in with them. Now, an opportunity here for Devlin, as Devlin was not able to beat Matt Riddle. And we encourage you guys to check out the archives, as we always do, because an incredible matchup between Jordan Devlin and Matt Riddle took place a number of weeks ago on Main Event. And that's where everyone kind of got hip to the notion of Jordan Devlin, and then Devlin was able to get the win later on against Randy Orton. It really opened up everybody's eyes. So maybe he can get that win that he hasn't gotten yet here against Matt Riddle. We'll have to see. But for now, it's Drew McIntyre Let us know what you guys want to see streamed next. Do you guys want to see more WWE? Do you guys want to see more Madden? We haven't done baseball in a while. Definitely planning on getting some basketball your way this weekend. We got hockey. We're in the middle of the postseason. Let us know. Become a super fan or a mega fan over on Patreon. Patreon.com/TVSports27. Or you can check the link in the description down below. And you can request any stream that you want to see here on the channel. Super fans will get their number called in the order that they signed up for a stream request, as long as they're a subscriber. And mega fans, once we get a mega fan, then we're going to start having mega fan months. And every other month is going to be mega fan month. And that means you'll get to have at least 6 stream requests. The value for your buck, as long as you stay a continued subscriber through the year. So head on over patreon.com/TVSports27 to request streams, to see all the classic content, to see the stat books, to keep up with the NBA Playgrounds. The only place you're going to be able to keep up with NBA Playgrounds, the standings, the schedule, the stats, is going to be on Patreon, because we don't have enough subscribers yet for community posts, so we can't do it on YouTube. And Twitter does not have enough characters for that, so patreon.com/TVSports27. All right, triple threat, and we know that Queen Charlotte is going to be in action next on Main Event. Ms. Money in the Bank. Look at Matt Riddle. Fisherman suplex type maneuver there. And you're seeing the friends kind of teaming up. Is this really going to be a triple threat, or is this going to be more of a handicap match? Devlin, though, quickly turning on his friend, Matt Riddle. You know, he wants to get that win. Drew McIntyre, though, about beheads the Irish Ace. A lot of international flair in this one. Scotland, Ireland, and Matt Riddle. 420. Drew McIntyre. Powerbomb onto Devlin. Nicely done by McIntyre into the cover. We know the Natural Disasters are here as well tonight. Not booked on the card, but they continue their winning ways, and we know the Natural Disasters are standing by for the winner of the Happy-Go-Lucky Usos match. Winner of that match will go on to take on the Natural Disasters coming up, as the Disasters have just continued to knock off opponent after opponent here in Universe mode. Armbar locked in by Matt Riddle here. Collar elbow tie-up. Riddle's got Devlin. Look out. Oh, what a block by McIntyre. The chops and the gut punches. Now McIntyre flipped up and over. I know McIntyre is trying to bide his time before he can get back into the championship hunt here in our Universe mode. He's had some fantastic fights over the 24/7 championship with Sheamus. A lot of people call that the match of the night at WrestleMania Backlash. And, of course, the Jailhouse match at Extreme Rules with the Big Boss Man. And expected maybe some kind of rematch with the Boss Man. Maybe Kennel from Hell, who knows? Meanwhile, Devlin and Riddle going at it. Look at Devlin dropping Matt Riddle back of his head into the cover. Is he going to get the win? No, Matt Riddle is going to kick out at a count of 2. Devlin looked like he might about have this one wrapped up. McIntyre, though, no chance. Club to the back of the head. And McIntyre's a little white noise for Devlin into the cover. Riddle's down. And a kick out at 2. Oh, Matt Riddle walked right into that one. That was a big mistake by Riddle as he went into the corner. However, the referee not being able to get in position is going to end up, I think, costing Drew McIntyre the win. And McIntyre now caught between a bad spot of Devlin and Riddle. It's been a great triple threat matchup here. Forearm blow by Riddle. That just staggered and rocked Drew McIntyre. Kicks, chops, punch. Here comes Riddle. Big boot. Or big foot, I guess I should say. To the side of the head. For Drew McIntyre. Fisherman drop right on the head. Irish Ace back in. Tie up here. Riddle sends Devlin. Oh, Devlin's going to hang on. I don't know if Riddle realized it. Watch out for Matt Riddle. Doesn't matter, though. McIntyre caught Matt Riddle. Sit down powerbomb. And Devlin, though, right there to catch McIntyre. Back elbow. They collide. Claymore kick out of nowhere for Drew McIntyre. He'll cover the Irish Ace. And Jordan Devlin kicks out. This guy's unbelievable. He has made an impact since coming to WWE. A little bit of a falcon arrow. McIntyre. And another kick out by Devlin. Devlin has fight 2 of... Oh, my goodness. That looked like UFC 1 right there. The inaugural fight. Foot right to the face of McIntyre. McIntyre crumbles down like a heap of bricks. McIntyre stomp. Oh, my goodness. I should say Riddle stomping away at McIntyre. From behind. Riddle up and over. Back of the head. Devlin hammering away. Into the cover. McIntyre breaks it up. Devlin, face full of blood. He got the strawberry jam right now on his face. And Devlin, he's going to get hit with one of those big boots into the cover. Riddle still in the ring. Riddle is just in there. I think he's able to pull the leg. Get McIntyre. Charlotte Flair's going to have some work to do. These guys putting in the effort. Match of the night so far. Matt Riddle. Bro Derek. Into the cover. And Drew McIntyre is out. A duck under. Nope, Riddle catches him anyway. McIntyre to the floor. Claymore kick on the outside of the ring. It's a little desperation, though, not to do that inside the ring. McIntyre, he's going to go up top. And he hits Riddle with the big leg drop. Devlin, he's going to break it up, though. Jordan Devlin. Oh, a big block by Devlin. DDT by the Irish Ace. And a 2 count as this triple threat continues. Unbelievable action, folks. Big poop by McIntyre. Into the buckle. Tie up Riddle. Sends McIntyre into the corner. This has been a fantastic match here on main event. Quick, oh, I thought he was going to go for the rope. Instead, the double stomp by Devlin. Big swinging tornado DDT. McIntyre, though, hits him with the Claymore kick. And unless Matt Riddle can save the day, and he does. You got to be kidding me. Swinging neck breaker. A white noise for him. And Devlin breaks it up. Are you kidding me with this match? Double stomp. You guys are seeing a classic right now. This is unbelievable. Gut wrench. Up, around, and the slam by Riddle. Riddle heading up top. Big splash. He's got the advantage right now as McIntyre out of the ring. Little cradle shock into the cover. And Jordan Devlin finally gets the win over Matt Riddle. And another huge win for the Irish Ace. Devlin might be setting himself up for a championship match here. Jordan Devlin has picked up some of the biggest wins of his career over the last number of weeks here. Can you guys believe that match you just saw? Unbelievable. Jordan Devlin.
Here is your winner. He is the Irish Ace, Jordan Devlin.
What do you guys think of the Irish Ace? Incredible. What do you guys think? All right, main event time. We're going to see Miss Money in the Bank in action. Oh, Charlotte Flair. Let's see, we got to get someone from NXT. What about Starlight Kid? Bring her in from Japan. Is Tony Storm in our NXT? I don't remember. I know for sure the Mickie James is. Maybe we do Mickie James. How about that? Why not? Mickie James, Charlotte Flair, couple of legends in action in the main event. I know Mickie James, part of NXT. She was involved in that triple threat with Carmella and Raquel Rodriguez at the last NXT, the In Your House NXT event. So this should be a good one. I don't remember who the NXT Women's Champion is. But Mickie James, part of that NXT roster, and she's going to go up against Ms. Money in the Bank here on the main event of Main Event. And that will wrap up this stream for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. So she is not NXT Women's Champion. That's all right.
One fall, making her way to the ring from Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James.
Hardcore country. And her opponent, the Queen. She is Miss Money in the Bank. We can't have her come out with the Money in the Bank briefcase because there's not enough championship slots. Why they count Money in the Bank as a championship and not a separate thing? You'll have to write into 2K and ask them. But here she comes. And she says she is planning on cashing in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. And planning on all the attention being on her. And not the women's champion, Becky Lynch. So we'll see if that comes to fruition here. As Becky Lynch looking like she may be involved in a triple threat coming up here at SummerSlam with Asuka and Bianca Belair in the mix for the WWE Women's Championship. So this is your main event here. Again, let us know what you want to see streamed this weekend. Trying to get some more Madden to you guys. Our XFL Week 8 is almost in the books, but definitely now we're going to play some NBA Playgrounds this weekend. So stay tuned for that. Charlotte Flair, Irish Whip, and Mickie James going up and over. You know, the Queen likes that. Not a problem for Charlotte Flair. Woo, says Charlotte. Charlotte Flair just taunting right now. Mickie James. Bit of a dream match. Have we ever seen Mickie James versus Charlotte? Someone do some cage match right now. Oh, look at this. The referee saying keep it in the ring. Mickie James could have maybe taken advantage of that. She wasn't able to. A couple of knees right to the throat, however. James going to go to the top turnbuckle. She thinks better of it as Charlotte gets to her feet. They both swing wildly. Big shot between the eyes. And Ms. Money in the Bank is rocked for just a moment. Flair right back up. A couple of nice chops right there. Picks her up and a suplex. We'll be seeing a moonsault now from Charlotte Flair. Oh, look at this. We are going to get one. Unbelievable. Just break that out like nobody's business. Flair, Miss Money in the Bank into the cover. And a kick out. Neck breaker by Charlotte Flair. Big boot to the back of the spine and another one. James heading up top now. And Mickie James, oh, with the elbow drop. She nails it. But not a problem. Charlotte Flair says, I'm going to kick out of that. Well, no problems on both ends. Mitt kick out of nowhere. That could spell disaster for Miss Money in the Bank. But is it enough? Has Charlotte been beaten down enough? She has not. Charlotte gets the shoulder up. It was pretty early on in the matchup for Mickie James to bust out the signature attacks. Oh, but Charlotte maybe could have gone for natural selection right there. Duck under by Flair. Charlotte Flair. Delayed vertical suplex into the Chris Jericho light cover. And only a 1 count. That's what Charlotte Flair is all about. She wants the glory. She wants to be a winner at a WrestleMania main event. That's why she wants to cash in Money in the Bank. She wants to hang on to it for a year and a half. Look at that drop kick. Drop kick that would make Randy Orton feel a certain way. Goodness me. And Charlotte Flair, here we go with the natural selection. She couldn't hit it earlier. That time perfectly executed by the Queen. And only a 2 count. Mickie James gets out of that one. Fans are getting into this. Could Charlotte Flair be getting ready for the figure 8 as she's stomping away right now? Uh-oh. Mickie James. Those kicks. And she's still getting taken to task right now by Charlotte Flair. I don't know why I can't do a submission hold. I'm hitting the button. Whoa, big clothesline for Mickie James. Look at Mickie James got a little comeback going. Here we go. Hold on just a moment. Mitt kick again. And Charlotte Flair could be in... No, she kicked out. I was going to say she could be in danger. Watch out now. Watch out for that spike DDT. She's setting up for it. Big counter, though, by Charlotte Flair. That may have just saved her the match right there. That's why she's one of the best in the game. Into that cocky cover again. Oh, she almost got her. I think if she had hooked the leg, that might actually done it. Charlotte Flair, but this could do it. A valiant effort by Mickie James, but this natural selection, I think, is going to spell the end, and it is. Charlotte Flair getting the win here over Mickie James. Miss Money in the Bank continuing her momentum as she gets the win over NXT. That's a great camera shot. She gets the win over NXT's Mickie James. And Mickie James went all out, but a couple of natural selections, that was it. That was Dunyan rings. And Charlotte Flair getting the victory here on Main Event. We're getting some big breaking news, actually. Backstage, we talked about the Big Boss Man was here. It's broken down. Big Boss Man, Drew McIntyre have gotten into a brawl backstage. Unbelievable. You might have to stay tuned. Stay tuned to our Twitter page, TB Sports 27 on Twitter. We'll try to post more of what happened, but a big backstage altercation between the Boss Man and Drew McIntyre. This is unbelievable. A brawl. Tell you what, here's what we're going to do. There's a big brawl backstage. We're going to record it. Boss Man McIntyre backstage brawl. The Blood Feud. If you guys want to see it, we're going to record it right now, and it's going to be a Patreon exclusive. So we're going to get this brawl because we're out of time right now on Main Event. So coming up, if you guys want to see it, Patreon exclusive, head on over to patreon.com/TBSports27. If you guys want to see the brawl, the fight, a Main Event bonus between Drew McIntyre and Big Boss Man. That's coming your way right now. Patreon.com/TBSports27. The brawl between McIntyre and Big Boss Man. Check it out. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going over to Patreon right now for the big brawl between Boss Man and McIntyre. It's like a bonus. It's Main Event bonus right now on Patreon.